Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to start on Amazon with under $1,000. What should you look for in your product? What kind of market should you enter? Let's get right into it. So starting on Amazon with a low budget, there is a different approach there than selling on Amazon with say $10,000 minimum budget. One of the things you're gonna be looking for is just far less competitors. So I wanted to show you exactly how to find that. Now you're gonna need a product research tool, and specifically if you're trying to start with under $1,000, I would recommend Jungle Scout. They're one of the most affordable options that still gives you an incredible set of data and awesome filters. One of my favorite tools of all time. I have a link in the description you can use. It's an affiliate link. You do get a discount by using that, so I appreciate if you can use it. In this video, I wanted to show you exactly what to look for as a beginner in a specific market. So one of the things that I would do is fill this out to find products that sell less per month. So I might want to find products that sell on average 3 to 10 a day. Okay, so somewhere down near 12, 4 to 10 a day, somewhere down near 120 up to 300 units per month. Monthly price is going to be significantly lower. So I'm actually okay with selling products as low as $9. If it's small and light category, you get the product for a good price, that could make sense. Now we'll go up to $21, and then we will add the search volume. Now the search volume, again, you're not going to generally find products with extremely prosperous, amazingly sized customer bases if there's no competitors. It doesn't go really hand in hand. So you have to target smaller base hits instead of home runs. So what I would do is I would put maybe instead of 1,000, do 500 minimum search volume and go up to 1,500 or so. So we'll start there. Obviously competition, we want to go down all the way to medium, seasonality, very low to medium. If you don't know how to pick those things out, just pull it down to low or medium, and that'll help you out a little bit. As far as product categories, there are some that are better than others. When you're starting to make it easy for yourself, it's probably not a bad idea to start somewhere where you know. If you've been working in a home office for 10 years, try selling a home office product. Okay, you might know about, some of the pain points yourself. It might be a little bit easier before you get in, deep into the entrepreneurial mindset to figure out what it is that you might change about the product as a user of that. And when you come into here, go ahead and sort it backwards. So we want to look at the low scores first, so the 4s and the 5s first. Now we're going to come through here, and I'm looking for one thing in the beginning. It's just something that I maybe haven't necessarily heard of, or something that is 3 to 5 words long instead of these 2-word long options. I'm going to leave 2 in there just because you can still find good ideas there. But generally, the longer, the more descriptive the customer is being in their search, the easier it's going to be for you to create a more unique product in that market. So like police notepad to me sounds pretty niche. Has 1,200 search volume per month, has 121. First of all, how many of these notebooks, so to say, are directly being sold for police officers? Or let me just say your target customer. So no matter what the product is, think of who it is that's supposed to be buying it. That's your avatar, your customer avatar. What do they like? What do they do? What is their occupation? What is the point of them buying this product? Get as specific as you can, and then think, how many direct competitors do I have that know that information and are selling it to that person? So I would count, right? I would start with the non-sponsored ones, so those are sponsored. And then now once you've done that, I've kind of reached the end here. I'm seeing some sponsored duplicates of the same listings you've already seen. Start figuring out who's doing the best and start to deduce why that might be. So we can come up here and we can start from the top again. We have this one. So one of the bigger brands, Portage, seem to be doing extremely well. They've been around for a while. They're in the paper industry. So you can see this one does $3,000. So that's $100 a day right there in revenue at least. That's pretty awesome for just selling some notebooks. This one's extremely impressive. $10,000 in sales, just notebooks. But again, this is something that you're not going to have when you come in, is 1,000, 1,500 reviews, all that social proof. And more importantly, a lot of people think it's the reviews that matter. It's not. It's what the reviews are correlated to, which is a listing that has a lot of rank, a lot of indexing, a lot of locations on Amazon. Okay, so this listing is showing up for many more keywords than just police notepad. They're showing up for field interview notebook. They're probably showing up for top-bound spiral notebook, template for interviews, accident, etc. So what I would do is I would come up here and I would So you need to find a market, and I don't think this is the one, where you can come in and easily figure out who the target customer is, create a product for them that no one else or very few people have done already, and do that for a cost that's not going to crush you. So the name of the game when you have $1,000 is not big improvements in price. It is essentially making no changes to the product, but selling it as if you know who the customer is. So it's true marketing, right? So it's taking maybe even a commodity product where there's just a few sellers, but there's 1,000 people looking for this product. They have very poor listings. I mean, only 2 images or so. You're going to come into that market and you're going to upload a listing with 7 images that are high quality, even if you had to do them yourself because you're budgeting this in. And then you're going to address exactly what the customer's needs are and the fact that you can get it to them faster, easier, simpler, and more effectively than any other competitor. It's also important not to get discouraged and to have a abundance mindset when it comes to this. You're going to have to look at this screen for maybe 3 weeks before you find something. And I would say be picky and get a really good understanding of what it is that you're looking for. A, not a lot of competitors. You shouldn't have to go up against 3 pages of relevant results. B, have a great understanding of who your customer is and what their actual desires about that product are. Go off of Amazon, research them. Don't just look at reviews. Don't just look at your competitors. Go to Etsy, go to Pinterest, read reviews on those products. Go to forums, see where people are asking questions. Go to YouTube, watch videos about the best products in that category, etc. And then finally, get very specific about the sizing of your product. Okay, it all starts here with product research. But as soon as I go into something like maybe, multifunctional pencil case, this can be a bad product. But anyway, when I get in here, if some of my competitors are selling a product where there's multiple components to it, or it doesn't collapse easily, and they have not optimized their packaging size, one of your biggest advantages is just going to be simply asking your supplier to make the smallest possible box for your product so that you can maybe drop down I almost said weight class, that's like boxing, drop down like an FBA size tier. Okay, so if all your competitors are in large standard size, but you're in small and light, then you can now charge slightly less, but make more than they are, even if they're at a higher price, which is ultimately what it comes down to with these, start with $1,000 type markets where you can't be a premium product. That's not the key because you need money to invest to make a premium product. There's these little tips and tricks that you can follow, however, even with a small budget, to still be able to succeed on Amazon. Yes, in 2023, just for comparison, right? I've been working on a brand for an almost embarrassingly long amount of time, over a year now. We just got picked up. The shipment's on its way to Amazon, thank God. But we didn't spend that much money. I think we're somewhere around $6,000. Yeah, as someone who's been selling on Amazon for 4 or 5 years, it's like $6,000. Hey, that's a lot of money, actually. Not saying that's not a lot of money, but I'm just saying it's not significantly more than $1,000. It's not $20,000 to start, right? It's like it's a reasonable amount that you could, as a person with a job, save up to and get to that point. And that is, everything's custom. The whole product is made in the US. It's built from the ground up. There's so much that went into that. So I'm saying if you stripped back and did a very bare minimum of that, which still is possible, you could do extremely well. I have friends and people that I work with in the Amazon space that still do private label very inexpensively and still do it successfully. And so I'm here to say that, hey, maybe I was too harsh a couple months ago when I was going, private label doesn't work at all. No, that's not necessarily true. It's just that that's not the path I'm taking anymore. But I understand not everyone has money and time and, training to go start a full-blown brand. So you can get in the door with this. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. If you want someone to, kind of hold your hand, guide you through this process, I do one-on-one calls. I don't run an open course anymore, so it's just me working with individual clients. I feel like I can give people my attention better that way than trying to do it for everyone. So there's limited spots for that, but let me know if you're interested. Patreon link in the description. And I'll see you here on the channel again this week for another video. Thanks so much. Later.